Anime reactions are dead. If you're covering anime reactions as a YouTube channel, just know that it's over before it even started. Is what I would say if I was Nicholas Light, maybe. There's a very interesting tweet he made, and it's a YouTube strategy analytics kind of video. If you care about YouTube, the game of YouTube, the algorithm, right? We're not just talking about just reacting to anime. We're talking about the game itself and how different channels are succeeding through different strategy, and how me and Nicholas Light, we have a very different main channel in how we operate, and we've had success in many different ways. Some of the success that he's having are things that I'll never have, but some of the success that I'm having right now are also things that he'll never have. And he's right now kind of concluding that anime just kind of lost motion. And there's a lot of points that I disagree with too, but ultimately he is right in his own way, and we're going to talk about that. The anime reaction niche has been getting worse and worse since 2025. Despite anime being phenomenal right now, reactions are at an all-time low. This point, I think, is specifically for people like Nicholas Light, who capitalize on super mainstream titles. Okay? And I've talked about this concept multiple times in other videos, right? Do you guys remember the times when I'm making algorithm videos, right? When I'm talking about taking strategic L's, not always focusing on optimizing for the biggest and newest trends and what the audience all want, but sometimes taking passion projects to kind of preserve the soul and to hit different niche audiences to farm like that. The way that Nicholas Light has structured his channel, he can't do that. A lot of people say, oh, you don't react to all these different random animes because you don't care about it, because they don't bring you the numbers. In a way, that is right, but also you have to look at how this channel is created. Every channel has a different concept, strategy. When I look at a channel like Nicholas Light's channel, you know what I think? Just look at the most popular. This is a music reaction channel, to be honest. Not really an anime reaction. And opening reactions, I've told you guys multiple times, right? Whenever you want to start a new series to react, the best way is not to just start with episode 1, but to make an all opening, something out of context, something related that will put the algorithm, right? It's kind of like you're setting yourself up, right? Before I start JoJo's, I do an all JoJo's reaction. It hits. Why does it hit? Why is it getting so many views, right? Just like let's look at my channel and look at JoJo's reactions. In fact, I'm pretty sure JoJo's right now is straight up about to get to like 60k subs. Not 60k subs, but like one of the most highest viewed video already. 60k and 66k views. And this isn't just for me, by the way. This is for a lot of people, because opening reactions naturally don't filter people out. Anyone and everyone can listen, and it's fun. It's simple music. It's very like low barrier to access. Everyone enjoys. It's nice. But when you have specific episode stuff, really hard. When it's like a really standout episode like the finale, right? Specific episode reactions, by the nature of reaction content, if you're not watching that anime, if you're not caught up with that episode, you're not gonna care. Openings are always gonna do better no matter what. And Nicholas Light, I think, had a lot of success, especially during the COVID boom, right? Looking at the time frame, I think it kind of does align with like the COVID times. And his most popular are obviously the music reactions, because he comes from a music background. And of course, that's where all the numbers are. He also still does individual episodes for specific stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff like that. But notice how he doesn't really touch on, let's say, Hell's Paradise. Like Oshinoku even, I'm surprised. Sentence to be a Hero. The issue with Nicholas Light is he's so heavily optimized that he's put himself in a box where every new video must be on this caliber. Do you understand what I'm saying? He can't just react to every random shit like me and do well, because of the way that this channel is designed. It's specifically for super trendy mainstream headliners. But how often does headliners come out? In fact, he's so heavily optimized in one direction, he can't even react to Fake Strange Fake. sentenced to be a hero. I would consider these to still be headliner anime, right? But for a channel like him, when he is at that like top of the top, if he reacts to those videos and they don't perform on the same level, like they're still gonna do very well, but they're not gonna be hitting like multiple hundreds of thousands like Jujutsu Kaisen. That sends bad signals to the algorithm saying your regular audience isn't watching as much. And that kind of slows down the growth of momentum. So do you guys understand what I'm saying right now? I'm not trying to shit on Nick saying he's grifting and he's not gonna watch these other anime because he doesn't care about it. I'm saying this is what happens when you hyper fixate and focus on the algorithm and every video being bangers, that you just you're kind of like limited, right? It's really hard. Every new topic needs to be something fucking big. And it's so hard to keep doing that over and over. Of course, he's going to reach peaks and ceilings that I can't even imagine. But at the same time, he struggles in creating volume at scale. Multiple videos about various topics because of the nature of the YouTube algorithm and how he set up himself in the channel. And that's why I feel like he's talking like this. For me, I've been documenting my growth, right? I'm at an all-time high. It's like, I don't even, when Nick says anime reactions are dead, I'm like, you don't know anything. But of course, he has a specific, like, there's like a reason why he's saying that. I'm here to kind of portray you a difference, right? Am I even close to the ceiling that Nicholas Light's at? No. Even though we have hit a new baseline, and I'm so fucking glad that we've done so, right? This, I can't explain to you how happy I am. Still very cautious because I'm still not shadow banned, even though I'm almost 2 months in to the non-shadow ban phase. Usually these are like 2 to 3 weeks and then I'm shadow banned until the new season. So we have to take with a grain of salt that even though a new baseline has been established, we still could get shadow banned, and then that baseline, the shadow ban baseline, is the true baseline, right? But still, I'm so glad that we have hit this new ceiling and we're doing well. But even though I'm doing well, again, the way that I've structured my channel versus the way that Nicholas Light structured his channel, very different. To me, it's like there's so much to do. There's endless amount of content and there's so much to do over and over. It feels like there is no limit to me. It feels like there's unlimited potential to keep farming. Now, of course, Nicholas Light has hit a ceiling that I can't even see just yet. But I'm trying to explain to you different strategies and different states of channels at different, points of the game. Let's keep reading. All the reaction content is doing great. It's only anime. I think he's talking about cartoon reactions, and I think he's talking about Western shows. If you guys don't know, anime reaction is pretty niche. There is a huge audience, a huge market of English dub, Western cartoon, Hollywood movie reaction niche that you guys don't even fucking know. It's actually crazy. What's his name? Danny Moda. I consider this guy the Nicholas Light of English dub content, not because they're alike in personality at all, but because they're solo content creators who are in different markets doing really fucking well. Look at this viewership. This guy is also the reason why, I stopped putting in anime title and episode numbers in the titles. Notice how these shows are packages. This show is gonna be huge. Not a single title, episode number. Well, on the thumbnail you can see. The idea here in how he packages his content is the people that know the thumbnail know the show, so they're gonna click onto it. But for the people that would have never even clicked onto it because it said insert show name episode 3 reaction, people aren't gonna watch that unless they're caught up. By packaging your content in such a clickbaity way, you are more likely to go in, engage, and maybe start from the beginning. Anyways, that's something else. I'm bringing you this channel here to make you realize the viewership is crazy. Heated Rivalry is apparently like a gay hockey show. It's yaoi. It's IRL yaoi. This show is pretty funny. So basically, Heated Rivalry is like Blue Lock, but instead of soccer, it's hockey, and they get really intimate. Anyways, there's a lot of reaction content out there that is not anime that reaches numbers that Nicholas Light is talking about. If it ain't JJK or an anime that came out decades ago, getting consistent high viewership is near impossible. True. Now, when we say consistent high viewership, we're not talking about like my content and me, you know, getting like 10K views on average on Fate reactions. You know what I mean? We're talking about, can Nicholas Light keep pumping out 100K plus views for many, many different shows for new seasonal content? Unfortunately, no. It's very hard to do that shit. Extremely hard. The anime reaction game is more centered around players like me. Players like me where I'm not focused on hitting that high ceiling videos over and over again. Players like me delve into different seasonal slop content, and as long as it has some level of engagement, I continue with it. And by doing that, we slowly grow a unique audience that are willing to watch anything and everything. Are we ever gonna hit the ceilings of Nicholas Light? No. Simply by design of his channel and mine, that is an impossible thing to do. But we don't need to hit those ceilings. My goal isn't for every video to be hitting so fucking amazing. By the way, even if I say that, if you look at the average viewership to the subscriber count, there's a reason why I keep fixating on 10%. Because if you look at Nicholas Light for a channel with 1 point something million subs, a good video for him is in that 10% range. So if I'm hitting 10% of my overall range, I'm doing something well. And recently, I've been doing so well that we're not hitting just 10%, we're hitting 20%. Regardless, the way that I've structured my audience, my strategy, my content, I have an endless supply of content that comes in. Let me give you a different analogy to kind of make this clear. Nicholas Light is like a very high-class luxury boutique store. The strategy of that store isn't to sell volume of content. It's such that one super fancy Gucci bag is sold maybe every other day, and that kind of offsets all the costs, right? That Gucci bag is basically his Jujutsu Kaisen or something big. My channel is not a luxury boutique store at all. It's kind of like an H&M, right? It's kind of like, I wouldn't say completely cheap, flea store. But do you get that strategy difference? I'm not fixated on selling big beauty product brands. I'm fixated on volume of content. We're gonna pick all these new shows coming in, seasonal trendy stuff, tap into it. Keep those that do well enough. And even those that do bad, we'll have a strategy to upload batches that we're gonna take some L's. And the beautiful thing about my strategy is the drama content. Yes, Nicholas Light also delves into drama, but the idea here is, because I make such variety content, even what I'm doing right now, this is variety unedited content that a lot of people watch. This too, Nicholas Light, Kaka TV, cancel. This is a crazy fucking... Imagine scrolling through the fucking video thumbnail and you see that. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I can pull out this shit out of my ass. Not the gym pictures, but I can pull out these variety commentary videos that many people enjoy, and these offset the L's, such that I can keep up with Shibuyugi, right? There's some animes that do really fucking bad, like Shibuyugi. What the fuck is this, bro? 5 days ago, 2.6K views. Any other time, I would drop it. But lately, I figured out a strategy where I can keep it. How is it? By incorporating these type of videos. I have expanded and evolved my channel such that I can make diverse commentary, drama, entertainment slot for audience that mitigates the L's taken for these specific anime reactions. Again, another thing unique to me that allows me to keep pumping content out at scale of anything and everything compared to Nicholas Light. And even when I do that, I think I'm very competitive. My monthly viewership right now, I think is somewhere around 2.3 mil. Pretty damn fucking good. And this is just long form content, by the way. This is purely long form content. Okay? We're not talking about shorts. And at my subscriber count versus Nicholas Light subscriber count, I'm doing extremely well for myself. And I'm not saying this to discredit Nick, but I'm saying my strategy, my way of doing things, it does work. There is a way, a unique solution, unique to me. You need to, if you're a content creator, you need to find your own unique solution, right? You can't just copy me, and maybe you can, right? But I'm giving you strategies and tools, right? I'm just adapting. New problem shows up. I'm trying to think, how do I survive? How do I keep growing? This is the way that I've maintained my channel. And that's why I think that anime reactions, I can keep this shit going fucking forever. The big anime that came out decades ago aren't even bringing in views like they used to. Hate watching One Punch Man outperformed everything because drama and controversy. The show people wanted me to drop, by the way, lol. And that's another thing too. With anime reactions, the best thing that can happen to you is if a show is really peak or really fucking bad. The worst thing that can happen to you is if the show is mid. If it's so mind-boringly mid, you would rather have a trash show. Because if it's trash, specifically like One Punch Man, where there's like controversy with the IP, then there's more eyes, there's more controversy. Now we're kind of drama farming instead, right? I'm guessing because the audience have seen it all. The anime, the openings, the quizzes, it's all been done. I feel like I've done it all, to be honest, and the mass majority of people are bored. He's not wrong with this. So, for his specific audience, right? He can't keep doing his opening reactions. The opening reactions are dead, right? Opening reactions are obviously going to get a lot of views. But that's it. You're done. What are you going to farm? You need to be innovative, right? And he's not doing content like me. So again, he's kind of like tapped out, right? It was a very strong run and it gets a lot of viewership, but it's not sustainable. And Nicholas Light has kind of reached that limit in the way that he runs his main channel, right? We got to talk about his other channels, by the way. I think he's figured out a solution. And the solution is obviously a second channel and the third channel. He also has a vlog channel, which is pretty cool. This is a Japanese channel. We'll talk about that. But specifically for his main channel, the way that it's been ran, he's kind of, again, put himself in this box where it's kind of limited growth now. What does he do? It seems like he's trying to branch out into gacha, more mainstream news related stuff, right? Commentary videos, which is smart to do, right? I'm thankful my channel is doing good still, especially with the gaming and drama content. If we look at Nicholas Light's channel, how well is it actually doing? Like again, my channel, 2.3 million views for the last 30 days. How well has Nicholas Light been doing? 4.6 million. It seems like he's deleted a lot of videos here. By the way, when Social Blade does this, right, minus videos, he deleted 9 videos. I'm gonna assume it's copyright related. Social Blade, whenever you private videos too, it's not just delete. Like when I privated my Psyche K or like Muma Musume videos, right, for copyright strike, it just like minuses the videos. Unfortunately, that's how Social Blade is run. But even then, right, this number is also including shorts, I think. Is he still making shorts constantly? Kinda, yeah. He is. And again, remember, you gotta look specifically at long form content because shorts kind of inflates the views. I think that Nick is definitely taking a step back, right? And even though 4.6 million, including the shorts, it's very competitive, right? It's still not the best that a channel with a 1 million subscriber channel has, right? This is still an amazing place to be. A lot of people will say he's fallen off, that he's done. But this is a stage that few people will ever even get to, okay? So this is an amazing place to be. But for him, it's not about like the money at this point. It's about growth. For a lot of content creators, you guys don't realize this. There's not really a difference in making like 300K a year and 400K a year, okay? There's no real difference in you're making like I don't know, 1 million a year versus like 1.5. You know what I mean? At a certain point, it's just meaningless. But it's more about the progress. It's a game to us. It's like this addiction of seeing the numbers go up. And when you don't see the numbers go up, you kind of feel bad, right? Our brains are kind of wired to, it's like a video game, right? You want to see that progress. You want to keep leveling up and the numbers go up. It's a good feeling, right? And he's trying to figure out what can he do to kind of take the main channel to the next level. And I don't think that, and that's a problem that hasn't been solved yet. But I do believe that he's onto something. The second and third channel is very interesting. You know how I said that he can't make content at scale in the main channel because of the way that he has strategized it? Because if he ran, you know, more content, it might just die because of the negative signals. This is what you do. All the stuff that may not do well on the main channel. The second channel is variety content. The second channel is basically my main channel. If you just kind of look at, you know, the drama content and commentary videos and news updates and stuff like that. I don't think he does like individual anime reactions here. And then he has the third channel. And this is a very interesting one. He is kind of brute forcing all of these individual episode stuff. And it's not random, right? He has a goal. It's interesting that he's putting Hunter x Hunter into the frame again. But obviously JoJo's because Steel Ball Run is going to come up soon. Obviously Black Clover because Season 2 is going to come up soon. 2B Hero X, trendy. He's really enjoying it, right? So it's not just completely just random. He's including Free Run too. So now he's kind of like taking apart the main channel's problems, compartmentalized it, put it on the third channel put up. And if you think about it, it's really funny. His second and third channel combined is my main channel. And there is no equivalent to the main channel for Nicholas Light for me just yet. I'm grateful I'm still having the time of my life and doing what I love, but it's sad to see anime content doing this bad. One Piece and Bleach will bring interest back, but not like they used to. The niche depends on JJK, Demon Slayer, and Chainsaw Man, the big three of modern day reactions. This is the case if you are going to only hit headliners. But I'm trying to tell you, there is a different way. There is so much content to be made and so much different topics. Is it gonna get that amazing viewership? No. In fact, your boy Roshi definitely is a channel that brute forces these shows, right? Your boy Roshi, the way that they run the channel, they will tank the viewership. They don't care, right? Anything and everything, they're farming a lot. Now they've incorporated a lot of Western shows into it too. It's not just anime reactions now. But you can tell that the anime reactions numbers, it's not really what they used to be. And it is what it is. But they can still survive, right? How well is your boy Roshi doing? If you look at their channel, 9.4. Very, very competitive, right? Again, extremely competitive. They are absolutely killing it. And again, it's a stage that many wish that they could ever get to. By the way, this is an opinion. It's a fact. It is a fact specifically for people like him with this unique problem. But there are others that are succeeding really well without doing this strategy, right? And that's pretty much it. There's a lot of different comments here that I'm sure just going to be asking him about it, but I'm sure you guys, on my commentary, pretty much provided that. TLDR, Nicholas Light thinks that anime reactions are dying because his main channel can no longer contain the hype and stuff because of the way that it's strategized. Opening reactions and all these different gimmicks have dried up. And now he's left with seasonal content that aren't going to always hit for him. And when a channel has been boxed in to such a level of optimization that it requires a bigger sensational topic trend to keep going up, that is when you might die. It's a very difficult position to be in. A solution that he's come up with is obviously making multiple channels for that issue. For me specifically, I don't need to do that. My channel has really evolved into this weird state where, of course, we're doing anime reactions. Of course, it's still the bread and butter. But we're doing diverse commentary in the anime niche. We're doing drama slot videos. We're doing random commentary about anything and everything. And it is, again, I told you before, right? I jokingly kind of talked about how my channel is not a reaction channel. It is a commentary channel. But that joke has kind of come to reality. And I'm really glad it has done so. It's a personality-based commentary channel where people watch me for anything that they're interested in. And my goal, again, it wasn't to ever copy Nicholas Light or your boy Roshi. My goal has always been to be like Asmongold in content strategy. I see the way that he has outlived everybody. I see the way that he pivoted out of gaming content and went into commentary. I see the way that he is pumping out videos to scale and they're doing so well. I look at his workflow, how his streams are ran, how he gets the videos. You know, there's a workflow of people recommending, suggesting different links, right? We have the Discord for that. And it's basically that. We are doing Asmongold content strategy, but with anime stuff involved. And it is a very lasting, sustainable strategy, very long-term strategy. Nicholas Light, it's kind of like a Firefly, right? You really explode into a very strong early game, but is it sustainable? It's really hard to. For me, yes. And I'm a very late scaling game. And I'm gonna keep going up and up and up using my unique strategy that is unique to me, that many can't emulate. And I'm very glad that I've improvised and figured out a solution for myself to the point where I feel like anime reactions is just beginning. My audience is gonna keep growing. Our unique identity is gonna keep growing. We're gonna react to all series that people vote in. We're gonna check out new shows that's gonna keep coming out. And the quality of the anime is gonna continue to improve. We're gonna incorporate more other types of content, live action, One Piece, whatever. The second channel exists too. So, isn't it very interesting how one side feels like this niche is dead, yet the other side feels like it's more alive than ever? That's what happens when you have different goals and different strategies in mind. Hopefully you learned something today. Goodbye.